Hello everyone, this is Kiwi from Team Hotstreak, and today I'm gonna cast another 1 vs 1 from the MLG games. And it's again going to be ROOTKiWiKaKi spawning as the red Protoss, and he is up against the blue Protoss dignitasnani, also known as Naniwa, but the full name won't fit in because Blizzard has given a maximum amount of characters. And it's going to be on the map Shattered Temple, which is the new version of Lost Temple with no island expo up here, but instead of that, destructible rocks on both sides, and it's an expo with 8 mineral patches. Yes, 8 mineral patches. Then you have the high yield expansion down here with 6 mineral patches, and blocking that off with the destructible rocks as well. And then you have the middle of the map with only one watchtower. In the Lost Temple you had 2 watchtowers, one over here and one over here, but now they in Shattered Temple you only have 1. Then you have the middle, which is wide open with a lot of big openings, as you can see, 1 right here and 1 right here, and you can actually like walk around here and part of your army like this way to get a nice surrounding going. Then you have also some high grass over here and here, so you can hide some tech buildings maybe, but it's not always that useful, especially not when your opponent is like on the other side of right next to you. And anyway, I did go the wrong direction, I think, but KiWiKaKi looks like he's going to go across the map straight into his opponent's base. That's always nice to happen. If you go across the map and your opponent is not there, it will take you a little more time to get the scouting going, because the walk is just so far, and it's just a bit further. And as you can see, if he decides to go this way, then he has to go across the map again. But luckily for him, he instantly found his opponent, so that's always nice. And anyway, just scouting inside KiWiKaKi's base, KiWiKaKi is doing exactly the same thing, and they see that both players have only 1 gas, both working on their cybernetics. As we can see, KiWiKaKi is just a bit ahead. Actually, he's nearly done, and Naniwa is just past halfway, but there's not that much of a difference. And the warp gate technology is chrono boosted out now, as well as a stalker, and no gas being stealed probably, because I guess these two guys will both go for 4 gate, because a lot of high-end players are doing that lately, because it's just so very effective. I mean, you could go like 3 gate Stargate, but then again you will need either Void Rays or Phoenix. Phoenix can be very good for harassment, but Void Rays are just not good if your opponent is 4-gating, just because they are so good against air, and Void Rays do take additional damage from stalkers. And quite some micro-aim going on here, and this is very even, as you can see. And this probe just cut out on his HP with 10 HP left, and this probe is going to get sniped by the stalker, as you can see. And the second gas is now coming up. Only 3 gates actually, so we might be seeing, oh no, there's the 4th gate. So there will be 4 gates from Naniwa as well as from KiWiKaKi, and KiWiKaKi is already done, so he will be warping in units soon. Keep in mind that he is supply blocked right now, but there is a pylon coming up right now, and a Twilight Council actually already going down for Dignitas, so he might be going for a heavy stalker, blink stalker, like I think KiWiKaKi did in the previous game, as the 4th gateway is now nearly done, and that will be warped into a warp gate as soon as it is done. And just let me get some coffee real quick. That coffee is still very hot. Anyway, 4 stalkers and 1 zealot, 1 sentry now down for KiWiKaKi as a firm defense. It's always nice to have like a few stalkers at a few sentries at the start of the match, because they can save up their energy just to get some guardian shields later on in the game. And it's always it's also good at the start of the game if you have like 2 sentries and your opponent is actually he's ahead in his army. You can easily block off your ramp with just a few force fields, and that will give you time to reinforce and push out, get your army on even, or even get your army a bit ahead of your opponent. And as we can see right now, Blink is going out. Blink is being researched. As you can see, it is already nearly done actually. So that will be a nice little pull from Naniwa, as he will be able to get up on this ramp actually. Even if there's a force field, he will be able to blink if he can get a stalker up here, run it maybe over here or maybe over here somewhere, and get his stalkers on the ramp with just blink. Let's see, the blink is done now. So and actually a robo is coming up. The robo facility is already done. The robo bay is now going down for ROOTKiWiKaKi, and the 2 gas is also going down. It might be a little bit heavy for doing this on one base, but anyway, Naniwa did get in with this 1 stalker, and looks like ROOTKiWiKaKi has lost the stalker. I'm not quite sure if it did. It does stay over here. Does it know that the stalker is here? It does not see it. No, it does not see it. So he might be able to get his... Yes, the stalkers are now probably gonna get in, and as you can see, they are in. They are able to blink up there because there was that 1 stalker. 4 zealots already being warped in, and this might be going to kill this facility. As you can see, the facility is down, and as you can see at the loss, actually there's not a lot of losses for ROOTKiWiKaKi. He is able to hold this off very good. 4 stalkers, probably 1 or 2 will get sniped out. No, they will get away actually with very low HP with just blinking, and that was actually not all that effective, because as you can see, the resources loss is 1200 for Naniwa and only 400 for ROOTKiWiKaKi, as his robo died. But he will be able to get that off in just a couple of seconds, because it's already rebuilding it, as you can see, and it does not take all that long. Stalkers here being morphed in now, and there is some micro going on. Actually, a lot of zealots here. They do not have sprint, so with a little micro from Naniwa, he will be able to kill this off very easily. As you can see, the resource loss is actually exactly the same right now, and that's just because of the blink stalkers. They kill off these zealots so easily. 1 stalker does go down though, and these zealots will all die now, as some stalkers keep dying though, and the resource loss is actually fairly even still. As you can see, a little micro going on, some stalkers being sniped on both sides, and this is 9 stalkers against 7 stalkers right now. What will we get going here? No upgrades for both players except for the blink for Naniwa, and he does seem to be able to get in his opponent's base right now, but all these stalkers are so low HP, and ROOTKiWiKaKi is able to hold this off for now. And there is a probe down here just to make sure to expand. And there isn't actually an observer right here, so ROOTKiWiKaKi does know. ROOTKiWiKaKi does know that there is an expansion going down, and he's expanding himself as well, just to make sure to not get behind in his macro. But now another push by Naniwa, and he is retreating actually. I thought that this might be the good timing to push out, as his expansion is already kicking in, and he has a nice little worker. He's ahead in workers, and nearly 10 workers ahead actually, and he got a lot more stalkers as well. So if he decides to push out now, he might be able to kill off his opponent, make it 2-2. And pylon going down right now. Let's see, there is an observer here spotting everything that his opponent is doing, but there's so many stalkers here right here. He doubled the stalkers of his opponent right now, so if he is able to pull it off, he might be able to kill his opponent right now. There comes the attack, And there is a Colossi on the way though. This Colossi is here, but it's not being microed very well. As you can see, it is able to being sniped so hard. But dignitasnani is now retreating. As you can see, he's going back to this Xel'Naga tower just to make sure that if something is coming up, that he will know it. And 2 cannons here just being set up for some firm static defense, and 3 gateways actually being pushed out right now. 1 is done, and Forge down here as well, just to get some upgrades. As you can see, another Colossus being made by ROOTKiWiKaKi. And here comes the push. I think this is going to be it, guys. This army is so big compared to the ROOTKiWiKaKi, but ROOTKiWiKaKi does have this 2 Colossi, so they do not have the thermal lance upgrade though. So if he is able to micro that well, then he will be able to get a win off this battle. But he will need that range upgrade, because right now they're so vulnerable against all these blink stalkers. They're just so heavy, and it's just out of his base. And we will probably see a battle fairly soon, I guess, because if he decides to hold up, he shouldn't give his opponent that much time. And as you can see, the battle is going down right now. Let's see if these stalkers are gonna snipe down these Colossi. 1 is down, the second is going down right now, and I think this is it. This will be the 2-2. I guess ROOTKiWiKaKi is pulling off all his probes off the mineral line, but there are just too many stalkers. There are so many stalkers. There goes the GG, and it is over. Naniwa able to get it up even 2-2 against ROOTKiWiKaKi, so we will see a 5th game. And that was actually so nice of all these blink stalkers. He actually did about the same that ROOTKiWiKaKi did in the previous game, getting a lot of blink stalkers and being able to blink up in the main base, or actually the natural expand right here, but the main base was nearly mined out. He did that a bit earlier on the main base, and he was able to beat his opponent like that. So we will see another game. Thanks for watching, guys, and check out the next game.